It's her love of pets and people, the kindness she showed others, her caring and thoughtful ways. The little things about Chantel John are being remembered as a person who touched the lives of so many.
I remember her as that little cute little girl that was so loving and loved the pets and socialized with everybody, made friends with all the little kids and stuff, right? If you drove by the road, you see her waving to you or something like that, right? So that's what she was like.
Veronica McDonald is Chantel John's aunt. She was also John's caregiver for a short time as a child.
She was very forgiving. Like, I don't do anything to her, she just kind of let it drift away from her. She liked socializing with people, but she got in with the wrong people along the way.
One of those people was former boyfriend Kirk Keeping, the man who murdered her in 2019. Last year, he was sentenced to life in prison with no eligibility for parole for 16 years. A vigil to honor John has taken place every year since her death.
Keeps her memory alive. It allows us to remember who she was and remember, what she brought to us. Most people will, if you speak to them, talk about her dog that she had with her every time you saw her. And she had, I believe she had a tattoo of her dog's paw print as well.
Labrador met John in the classroom.
She wasn't afraid to speak and she wasn't afraid to ask questions, but she was never a dull moment. She was, like I said, always pleasant, always happy. And if you saw her within the classroom, she was very into her work, but very social outside of the classroom with her classmates and her fellow students.
Jador also grew up in Conne River. It's still a close-knit, safe community, he says, but things changed 7 years ago.
To wake up and know that something like this could happen in your community. We're Indigenous and we're all familiar with MMIW, missing murdered Indigenous women, but now it was home and it really hit hard, because all the community felt it, all the students, all the families, because we're not that big. Everybody knows everybody. So it's a real shock.
The 7 years that have passed since her death can sometimes feel like yesterday.
2019 is still not that far gone. So it's very important for us because this marked the first time for us that our community experienced something like this. How could this happen? Why did this happen? It's a lot of questions. But to such a nice, caring, friendly person who wouldn't harm anybody. And, it's so unfair.
I could picture where she'd be standing and her hair right curly, and, sometimes face right dirty because she'd be brushing the flies away. But she was a beautiful child. And she was a beautiful adult, really, But
Community members are invited to a celebration of life here at the Chantel John Memorial Park. It begins at 6:30 tonight with a candlelight vigil. Troy Turner, CBC News, Miabukek First Nation, Conne River.